pass, they go wheel to wheel towards Vale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Leclerc has that inside line. Through goes Hamilton. Unbelievable stuff coming out of the final corner.
As much as I would like to think that this is the most amazing overtake in the world, for most people, this sport is pretty boring. So how do you fix this? Well, Jeremy Clarkson certainly has a few ideas. Let's see what he says. First things first, let's talk about the stewards. I say we get rid of them. Who needs safe and predictable racing? We want danger, thrill, and adrenaline pumping action. There was a reason we used to love wrestling, don't you think? It's one of those main reasons. Racing is just getting boring. If someone wants to engage in a little bit of dangerous driving, let them do it. Let's give them extra championship points for that, you know? They should get points for spicing things up. That's how things should roll. Like, it's pretty boring at this point. People are just waiting for pit stops to overtake. Let's see those cars going wheel to wheel without losing bits and pieces. It shouldn't break the front wing altogether. Look at what cricket did to revamp their sport. They turned a literal 5-day snooze fest into adrenaline pumping T20 and T10s. They turned empty stadiums into like crowds upon crowds chanting for their best man. We want that level of excitement back into F1. Like, would you rather watch Federer versus Djokovic or the French Grand Prix? It's pretty self-explanatory at this point. We want Formula One to be a proper sport, not a health and safety exercise. It's time to bring back the nerve, the thrill, and the adrenaline. We have to stop waiting for pit stops to overtake. Like, it's literally just, 7 seconds gap, now the other team can overtake with that 6-second pit stop that you have to make. You know there's something wrong when, like, I would rather watch a tennis final or a cricket final for that sake. Formula One, you need to take a good look at yourself. Maybe this season it's become a little more competitive, but one team used to dominate and the others were very scared of overtaking that team. So we need to revamp the sport a little. It's time for a revolution. Put some risk takers behind the wheel. They need to be able to push the car to their limits and overtake as often as possible. Let's have 16 races a day. Who gives a damn? It'll bring back the excitement. Maybe have the winner be in the back and the loser be in the front. Make it more exciting, make it as adrenaline pumping as it can be. If you're in a strong car, it's just a strong car race nowadays. The drivers are not doing much. All the drivers are pretty much the same. We need some actual racing. We need some actual good qualifying. Maybe I like the sprint idea a lot. Maybe they can capitalize on that. Maybe they can make the 3-day scenario into a 4 or 5-day scenario and make it race intensive rather than timing intensive. Let's throw caution to the wind. Let's radicalize F1 as much as possible. Okay, I get it. The old races used to be very, very dangerous, but they were fun. They used to be very, very fun. They Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost crashing. That was fun. These days, the stewards are you can't do this. Track limits on this, and red flags and yellow flags. This is a sport that we love, and we want it to thrive. We don't want it to be people losing interest in it day by day. It needs to be very, very fun and exciting for the people to watch. I have 5 people in my house, and the only person who's gonna watch it is me. Nobody else is interested in it at all. So these are the steps I think F1 should take to actually bring back the fun into the sport. The sport is fun. Cars reaching 300 kilometers per hour in very, very small straights. That is fun. But we need some kind of radicalization to the sport. It'll make the longevity of it really, really good, and people will actually flock to it rather than being bored by it.